Hi, my name is Tammy, and welcome to Enjoy Life Travel Edition. Right now, I am staying in the Jewish quarter of Krakow, Poland, or Kraków, Poland. And this area is known as Kazimierz, is how kind of like the English people pronounce it. But I think in Polish, it's more like Kazimierz. Maybe something close to that. I'd have to look it up again. Maybe if you're Polish, you can let me know if I said that correctly. But here we are. For me, this is one of my favorite places to visit in the Krakow area of Poland, even Poland in general. I find this place, well, it's full of history, of course. One of the first hotels we stayed in, my husband and I, when we visited Jewish Quarter, is the Hotel Eden. So it's always a special place for us, and we come back here often. Not only is it the first place we stayed here, my son's name is Eden. And it is also Jewish owned and run. It's the only area here or hotel here with the mikvah bath. Just across the street from the Hotel Eden, there are these food trucks. It's very convenient to get a coffee in the morning, although Hotel Eden has a fantastic breakfast. But you can come over here for a coffee or lunch. And right around the corner from Hotel Eden is the wall that goes around the Jewish cemetery. I believe you used to be able to take tours of it, but I'm not sure if that's available to tourists anymore. You walk the streets of Jewish Quarter, you can find a lot of artwork, a lot of street art. It's very beautiful, colorful. Currently, Jewish Quarter is really known for, it's kind of a hot spot now. It's got quite a history, but it has changed atmospheres for sure. It is now a hot spot for tourists, and not just tourists, but locals, especially in the evenings. There are restaurants, there are coffee shops, all over the Jewish Quarter, as well as a central market. As you can see, there's lots of tours today because it's summer. There's walking tours, there are riding tours. One of the first things I would like to do is take you to the Jewish Ghetto. The Jewish Ghetto is in a little different part of the Jewish Quarter, and talk a little bit about the history of the Jewish Quarter while we're there. But Jewish Quarter is across from the Vistula. You have to walk over the bridge to get to Jewish Square, or the Jewish Ghetto, sorry. And that is where we're going now, and it's called Heroes Square. So we're gonna take the bridge here. There's two bridges you can take on that side. I usually take that one, but I've never been on this bridge before, so I'm gonna take this bridge. And as you see, we are crossing the Vistula River. In Polish, it's Wisła. This is the Vistula River, and on that side is Jewish Quarter, and on this side is Jewish Ghetto. One of the riding tours that I took not too long ago while here with some guests in Jewish Quarter, he pulled over off the street and he showed us this. This building has gunshots from the war, and they intentionally left those gunshots in there. And when you take the tour, on a riding tour, they will stop here and let you see things like this. Now we are just around the corner. I crossed the Vistula River, and it was about a 5-minute walk from there. And we are right around the corner from Heroes Square. We are here at Heroes Square, or Bohatarów's Ghetto, which is Heroes Ghetto. This is part of the Jewish ghetto. And the memorial is here. There are 70 chairs in this memorial as a reminder of what happened here during the war and the Nazi occupation. In 1939, the Nazi occupation moved into Poland, and within a month of, I believe it was September to October 1939, all Polish Jews were required to move to Krakow, where the Jewish ghetto was created, and they were, I believe, pushed from the Jewish quarter here to the Jewish ghetto, where I am sitting right now. And in the background you see the 70 chairs that were put up as a memorial for this area. This is the area, the square, where the Jewish people in Jewish ghetto could come and trade for food or things that they need with each other. Previously in Poland, it was a market. It was a small market, but when it became part of the Jewish ghetto, this is a place where Jewish people would come and barter because they were not allowed to have money, so they had to barter. This is also a place, and that's why the chairs are here, where it was basically the deciding factor happened here if a Jewish person would remain in the ghetto and become slave work, or if they would be put on a train to go to places like Auschwitz. And these 70 chairs are a representation of the chairs left behind of the Jewish prisoners, Polish Jewish prisoners, who would be sent to Auschwitz and other death camps from this square. On the same quarter of the Heroes Square is a museum, a small museum celebrating this pharmacy, Eagle Pharmacy, with Tadeusz. He was the owner, and I'll go over here. And he was awarded for his involvement in saving lives, Jewish lives, and recognized with the honor title Righteous Among Nations. And you can go to his this memorial right here next to Jewish ghetto, in Jewish ghetto, next to the chairs. There's one more thing I want to tell you before we leave here. There is a coffee to go coffee shop right here next to, right in the square next to the chairs. It's not related to history, but it is one of my favorite coffee shops. So now I basically walked in a big circle. I came over the other bridge from Heroes Square to, I'm walking back towards Jewish Quarter, but we're gonna take a right turn up here, and I'm gonna show you where the Jewish Museum is. I forget what the name of it, so we'll go check it out. I hope. I get a little sidetracked with the architecture. I just love this building with the brick. So here, I think it's here on the right. Yes, it's the gray building. It's a small museum. Let me find the name of it. Oh, here it is. Let me get closer. I'm trying to say it. Galicia Museum. That's how you say it in Polish. And the times, opening hours are from 10 to 6 o'clock. Let me see if I can find, oh, they have lists of exhibitions inside. The last time I was here, there was an exhibition of a photographer who had pictures from the war. It was really good. I'm looking for the prices. We're gonna go inside. So we can come inside to the lobby where there's a coffee shop, and there is also, you can buy books and souvenirs, but you have to buy the tickets to go in to see. I'm gonna find out how much it is. I found out that an individual ticket there is 24 PLN or zloty, and that's just about $6 for an individual ticket to go to the museum. And I also picked up this book, and I didn't know it, but this week is the 33rd Jewish Cultural Festival in Krakow. The dates are right here, and I did not know that when we came here to stay, which probably explains why it was hard to get a hotel room. This is the back wall across the street from the museum of one of the Jewish synagogues. I'll take you to the front of it, and then we will be back in Jewish Quarter. We're almost back in Jewish Quarter where I started out. And when I started out the video and there was this nice green background, I was in one of the little alleyways going towards Eden Hotel, and I just did a great big circle basically to see the few things that we saw. So I'm gonna take you in a different way into Jewish Quarter and let you see it. It's very beautiful, very historic, a lot of beautiful places to eat and to stay. The Rubenstein is also one of our favorite hotels, so I will show you that also. Here's the front of the synagogue. And then you have the square. As you can tell, it's tourist season, summer. And at this, I believe this is Hotel Estera or Esther, Hotel Esther, and they have a restaurant on the corner, and they have a lot of live music. And then as you walk down into the Jewish Quarter here, you can see more restaurants, more hotels. Hotel Ariel. I haven't experienced this hotel yet. I believe there's a bookstore back there behind that. I've never been there. There is a map here that you can see all of the temples in the Jewish quarter. They're easy to find if you want to do a tour of all the temples. Pictures. Here in the square, the Jewish quarter, there's a whole row of hotels, and kind of right in the middle of them is the Hotel Rubinstein. And I'm gonna take you in there. This is also one of our favorite hotels to stay in. As you can see, there is an elevator, but I like to take the steps because I feel like I'm back in the day when they first created this building, and I am on the 3rd floor. So here we are to my room. I'm right by the elevator, so I don't know why I walk up the steps, but it's fun. So I'm out of breath. I didn't have the beds made. We're staying 2 nights. I didn't have the beds made, and we have things all over the place. So this is what one of the rooms look like here in the Hotel Rubinstein. Of course, like I said, I have my stuff everywhere, my husband's stuff everywhere. And the beds are kind of made because I made them, but it's very spacious. It's very cool. The air condition is on as we speak. And in this one, and when you're in Europe, you usually have to do that to get the lights on. And here is, this is an upgraded room because of the size. And it is a nice big size. But a lot of the rooms have bathtubs. If you want to request a bathtub, you could get a room that is a little smaller. But if that's an amenity you would prefer, so this time we chose, I use Expedia, and I use Expedia, and so I'm VIP on there, and this is a VIP hotel for me. So they upgrade me a lot. And I've been here quite a few times. So this is kind of what the room looks like. It's very beautiful, very pretty. Yeah, and again, if you're in, sorry, I'm breathing heavy. I'm so out of breath. If you're in Europe, you have to do that to get your lights on. And another thing here's another tip about Europe. If you travel in Europe, you usually don't get a washcloth. So, hello again. So bring your own washcloth, or maybe buy like a loofah or something here. So those are my 2 tips for hotels. And here's some hotel information at the Hotel Rubinstein. Sorry, something just fell. There's air conditioning. That's important at this time of the year in Poland. And in the summer, check-in time 2, check-out time 12 p.m. They take credit cards. They have a deposit safe, arrange for doctor, arrange for do not disturb. They have flowers can be ordered. There's hairdressers located in front of the hotel, internet. There's laundry service, luggage, lunch boxes, mini bar, newspapers, paid parking. Oh, I didn't show you the parking. I will grab that and show you how to do parking here. Wake up call. So that's information about the hotel. A little more about this hotel that I'm staying in, the Rubinstein. It was named after Helena Rubinstein, And I found this information in, I think this is jewishwomen'sarchive.org. She was born in Krakow, in Poland. Her family was Jewish, and she started a world-renowned cosmetic business. This article says that her mother insisted her daughters would gain power and influence through beauty and love. The industry began with a first jar of cream called Modjeska, or maybe Modjeska, if it's Polish name, named after her mother's friend, Helena Modjeska. I found it very interesting that this hotel was named after her. I did bring a group of women who came, we often, a little bit about me and my husband, we often bring groups into Poland from America to do volunteer work. And so I had a group of women, and I thought how cool to stay in this hotel since it's Helena Rubinstein's hotel. And I think I have a picture of her from the lobby, from coming in the lobby. I'll show that. And so I brought this group of women here to stay, so that was really cool. And it's just right in the middle of the town, the little square here. And it's so cool. Actually, the first time we came here, we heard about the Jewish quarter. We heard you could stay in hotels here. So we pulled in and we parked, and I opened my door and I got out of the van and I heard the theme song, that the one that runs through Schindler's List, in and out. I think it comes in and out, but it's a theme song from Schindler's List. If you've never seen that movie, it's about the war. It's about Schindler, who actually was a Nazi. Long story short, was actually a Nazi, but something happened to his heart, and he started seeing what was happening to the Jewish people, and not just Jewish people, and not just Polish people, during the war and the Nazi occupation here in Poland and so many other places in Europe. There were people coming from being sent all over to Auschwitz, and I've been to Auschwitz many times. I've taken people there, and I think it's really important that if you come to Poland that you can see that, to understand and feel the history here, because, you know, like is always said, we just don't want to repeat these horrific things that happened in our history. So I've been there many times, but being in this part, being in the Jewish quarter, I don't know, I just feel something here. And like I said, when I got out of the van, they were playing this, and it just, my heart just like stopped, because I remember seeing, now Schindler's List is a hard movie to watch. It is a hard movie to watch. But if you can, I suggest that you do watch it, especially if you're going to visit here in Poland, especially if you're going to come to Krakow, especially if you're going to go to Auschwitz and visit here in the Jewish quarter and the Jewish ghetto. Now there's a lot of memorials here. Of course, there's a lot of tours that you can go on, but there's also kind of a memory, but a lighter atmosphere here also. It's just a beautiful place, and I love to come here. So I just wanted to share a little bit about why I come here and what I like about it. Back to this hotel. I ramble on. But back to this hotel, it's always clean. Everybody that works here is really nice. The ladies at the front desk, there's some young girls at the front desk, they remember me when I come back, and we chat and we talk, and they're very sweet. Everybody's really nice here that works here, and they really go the extra mile here, so it's really, really worth it. And one of my tips of traveling is I use Expedia. There's also booking.com and a lot of other apps that you can use. I've been using Expedia for a long, long time. So I'm a VIP member, so I get Expedia reward points and I get upgrades and things like that. So if you're a traveler, it's really worth to focus in on one of those apps, and then you can build up like reward points and stuff like that. So I do that a lot here. And this is a VIP hotel. That's why I got this bigger room that I get to spend a couple of days in. I just wanted to share a little bit about one of my favorite places to be, and I hope that maybe you learn something, a little bit about history, just a reminder, and give you an idea if you want to come here, some tips maybe that you can use.
And yeah, so welcome to my world that I love here in Jewish Quarter. And I think now I'm hungry, so let's go to Hamsa. It's my favorite Mediterranean restaurant, and we're gonna go there. I'm just gonna get some, I don't know what I'm going to get. Probably just some bread and hummus. I'll go light, so I'll take you there and see one of my favorite places to eat.
I was on my way to get something to eat at Hamsa, but I just remembered there's a market that I didn't check to see if it is open today. I think it should be Saturday. And some other little tips about being in Poland is on Sunday, a lot of things are closed, like grocery stores and malls, but restaurants are open and a lot of things are open, I think more in the tourist areas. But if you find yourself needing something from a grocery store, there's these little stores called Żabka, and it means frog. But you can find a Żabka everywhere in the city, so if you need to buy something last minute, or if you just need some ice cream or a chocolate bar. So let me see, we're on our way. I'll turn. Yes, it looks like, so I just walked just like a couple little blocks, and there's an open market here. There's a Pizzatopia right there in the pink. If you don't know how to get to this market, just look up Pizzatopia on your GPS, which by the way, Pizzatopia is really good and fast and really good pizza. And here's the market. So it looks like everyone's open today because it's Saturday. In the middle is where all traditional, like kind of fast food, Polish fast food is. And then we have jewelry, we have clothing, so this part of it looks to me like it might be some secondhand things also that people are selling, but it also looks like handmade items, like this jewelry, handmade, or local shops who bring their wares out to the outside. This is my problem right here, jewelry. It's my downfall. I don't need another ring, but I like them. We visited the market and I didn't buy anything. Thankfully, I'm always really tempted to buy jewelry or something from local artists because that's my downfall. So let's head to Hamsa for some hummus. Here we are. We're at Hamsa Mediterranean food. There are indoor rooms There are indoor rooms to eat at. And there's another room for groups. I've been in that room also. But the coolest thing about this restaurant, during the summer you get to eat outside and the lights are on. As it gets darker, it's just a really cool atmosphere to eat outside. But today I'm taking it to go since I'm by myself. I ordered to go. I just got hummus and bread, and I'm trying a pear lemonade because it sounds good and different. And so I'm just waiting outside until they bring the order. I'm back at the hotel with my to-go order from Hampsa, just because I've been walking around all day and I'm hot and it's nice and cool in this room, and I'll probably like watch a YouTube video or Netflix or something and eat this before I start editing. I'll show you what I got. Here we go. Now they have so much on the menu, which I think I took some video of the menu to show you, but I was just in the mood for plain old hummus and bread. And here's the bread. It's very warm. If I can get it open. There it is. There's the bread. And there's my hummus. I think it was spelled A-K-K-O hummus, Ako hummus, and it's because it has, boy, I even forget what all that is, except the pomegranate seeds, some other kind of seed and some other kind of herb. But anyhow, it looks wonderful. So there's my hummus, there's my bread. And this, oh my, this pear juice lemonade is so good. I know it's fresh pear juice. Mixed, it tastes more like the pear than the lemonade, and it's freshly, oh, it's so good, and with a little lemonade in it. It's so yummy. And I think I'll end the video there, and it's been wonderful spending the day with you and walking around one of my favorite places, beautiful places, and I hope that you were able to enjoy it, to get something out of it, like maybe a little bit of history, talking about the war, and then just seeing the beauty of Poland in a Krakow area and Jewish quarter, some of the food, some of the hotels, some of the things you can see as a tourist for the historical part of this area. And I hope that you can come here one day. I would encourage you to do that. And Poland's a great place to be. And I was thinking of one more thing I wanted to tell you, but no, I can't remember. I'm probably so hungry. Anyhow, it's been a great day hanging out with you. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope that you will go and enjoy your life today. Enjoy your surroundings. Find something good. Find something that makes you, that brings you joy. Okay, so the video's not over. I just have to say how good this hummus is. It is so fresh and so good, so yummy. With the pomegranate on it and the little seeds, the nuts. Oh, so good. Yep, for all you hummus lovers out there. I'm sorry. This is the bomb. Be jealous. Be very, very jealous. All cozy in my room eating my hummus and bread. I changed my clothes and everything, but I saw that concert's going on, so I'm gonna try to get there.
And there's nothing like Poland for us.
Nie ma dla nas nic takiego wspaniałego jak Polska.
My last name is Warschauer, just like ulica Warszawera down the street.
Nazywam się na nazwisko Warszauer, tak jak ulica Warszauera tu w pobliżu.
In Polish it's Warszawski.
Po polsku to znaczy warszawski.
But really, I'm going to say, for me, there's nothing like Krakow.
Ale ja
Like Krakow.
nie ma nic lepszego od Krakowa.
No wir schreien, no wir schreien. Schreien is to really say it out loud, strong. No wir schreien.
This area is really, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things going on. I'm so glad that I made it to that concert. I think they're doing one more song right now, but I'm running out of battery, so I couldn't record anymore. But oh, I hope you like seeing the music and the dancing. That was so cool. I'm so glad that I was able to get there. It was worth running to.